Hi, everyone. I'm Kate Byers. I am the creator of the Corporate Women Unleashed program, and I'm super excited today because we have an incredible client with us who's going to share her story, really to help inspire and you'll pay forward to other women out there. And we're so lucky to have her. Purnima is a nurse executive leader, and she's going to share a little bit more about her journey, what brought her to Corporate Women Unleashed, and where she's at now. So, Purnima, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Kate. Appreciate it.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, we're super excited to hear. So why don't we start with the end of the story? Like, where are you now in terms of, quality of life, work-life balance, feeling, I guess, a sense of, is it controlled, or how would you describe where you're at this place?
You know, I feel my life is more balanced and fulfilled. Fulfillment was my word when I started with CW. And I feel that I am not 100%, but I'm almost there with, and I feel very peace at mind. And this peace is priceless, which I was struggling to achieve. So I would say I've come a long way of, shedding some of that old, emotions and coming towards a little bit manageable and fulfilled life. So.
And that's kind of why we're here, is to have a fulfilled life. I mean, I think you mentioned two words I think are really powerful: peace and fulfillment. Because if we're going to work as hard as we do and put as much of our energy into our work, what we're looking for in return is that peace and quality of life and feeling fulfilled, feeling like it matters, not that we're just constantly running on a hamster wheel trying to get through the day. Oh, how beautiful. So I guess then what brought you to Corporate Women Unleashed? Like, what were you experiencing? What were some of the things that you were finding that you wanted to change?
So I still remember, Kate, that I was struggling, as you said, like I was at a point that I felt that I have achieved so much, but I'm still not happy. I am always anxious. That joy from my life has gone. I'm not happy at my work. I am struggling there. I'm not happy at my in my family life. Lot of tensions between me and my husband, kids. I have no time to spend with them. So it was like, I'm like, what am I doing? And I was reflecting on those emotions when I came across CW, and I was like, oh my God, it's me. Like I'm struggling in all those aspects. So the thing is, like, it was a culmination of many years. I think that was the way I was doing my work, and I knew that, hey, I have to change. This can't go on. But I'm like, yes, I will do it, but I have no means, like no tools to do it. Like, you should do it. You know how to do, you have come so far, you mentor other people, but why are you not able to change your own life, right? It's like, it's there, everything is there in the head, but it's just not getting applied. So I was working very long hours, and I was a new leader. I have been most of my life individual contributor. And when I was given this new position, I felt the need to prove myself, and I was giving extra hours, making sure that I'm top on, all the information that's coming out. And I had this problem of delegating. I have seen some, I had some bad incidents in the past that people are messing up. So I'm doing everything myself. I'm not delegating to the team. So it was like as if, like, oh yes, you know everything, but you can do it better. Like the way of working can be improved. So I was struggling there. And that was actually trickling down to my conversation with husband. So I was so stressed, and I snap out. Whenever he says something, it's like coming at it. What, can't you figure it out? It's like, so, and the kids are like, Mommy, can you play with me? No, 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 I have work to do. I have to cook for you. I have to do this, that, and all. That was the story of my life before I joined CW.
Oh, I think we can all, there's thousands of women nodding their head right now going, yes, we all relate. Yeah. And that's not who you want to be. You're not trying to bring that stressed, uptight person home at night, but you're just depleted. Like there's nothing left in the tank to have any patience or joy. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So what do you think brought you to the point of being ready to fix it? Because I know in my own case, I I went this way and I went that way. And you're trying these different things to sort of contain it. And like you said, it's really challenging to figure it out because you can't see the forest through the trees. But was there an event or something that triggered you that said, okay, I can't keep doing this?
Yes. So what happened was last year, my husband had to go to India and he lost his father. So he was back in India supporting, all the, mummy there and family properties and all those things. So he was already there for 4 months and I was alone here with kids. I had already applied for the doctorate program and my application came through and I was accepted for the program. And I was struggling, like I'm alone in this COVID time. I can't go out shopping. Anytime I have to go out somewhere, I have to make sure my kids are being taken care. I can't take them everywhere. So it was such a like family stress. He's being away, me starting with new program, which was supposed to start in January. So I was like in a time crunch, how I'm going to manage. It was a breaking point. I said that maybe I can't do this doctorate. I may have to withdraw my application because if he's not there to support and I'm so stressed with my work and my family, am I ready to do this doctorate? And doctorate was my dream. I've been thinking about it for many years. And when all my effort, just to apply for such program, you have to do so much of work to just put in the application. And at that point, I realized I may have to take it out. And it was a very disheartening moment for me. And I was like thinking that whole week, what should I do? I don't think I can handle. And at that time, I said, I have to do something. This is not working anymore. I have to do some drastic change. Yeah. So I did this.
Like music to my ears, but yet breaks my heart because this is why we exist, right? Like there's all of these amazing women like you who get to that tipping point and many don't. They just step back, they're like, nope, okay, I guess I'll just take myself out for a while, which then it's harder to come back in and all the other things. And I'm so happy for you that you stopped and said, there's got to be another way. Like I'm going to figure this out so that I don't have to give up my dream. And then we don't have to lose out on you getting your doctorate and all the goodness that's going to come from, you doing that. Oh my gosh. And what a role model for your girls, because you have 2 little girls, right?
Yes.
How cool is that? Now, how have their lives changed? Like, what have you seen changes in them as far as how you guys interact, or what's going on for them?
You won't believe when I came to CW and we were talking about needs, they know mommy has this CW call. She's learning how to make her life better. I used to have discussion with them. And so one thing that changed is my conscious effort to take time for them. I was like, my life was just running by. Like morning, I get up, give them breakfast and all those, usual stuff. And in the evening, I just wrap up my work and cook and give them dinner, bath and done. Like it was so mechanical. But I took a pause and I said, you know what? I have to make time. I cannot lose this. I'm losing very precious moments of their life and me spending with them. So, initially when we were building, all those worksheet and strategies, I said, I will not look at my emails for certain hours and focus my time with the kids. And we started playing board games or just sitting and watching TV or just going out and, taking a walk. And they told me within a 2 weeks time, Kate, that mommy, you look so happy. And I'm glad you're playing with us. It just brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I have been missing all this thing. And they were craving for that. And dad was not there, right, at that time. So it was so hard for them. Like both the parents are not there. Dad is in India. Mom is so busy. So I think the main difference was how they perceived me spending more time with them and being happy around that. And then I was able to actually change the conversation and explain to them why dad is not here. Where that empathy, we need to present it out. I explained his mom is alone there. So he's taking care of his mom and we are here right now. It's a small time that it will pass by. I'm there with you. when he comes back, we'll have a bigger family. Mom is coming. So my mother-in-law is with us right now. So I wanted them to experience this life event that as a kid, we have to be present for our parents, even though they are so far away. So it was a learning moment. And, later in the course, when we learned about how to interact with them, how to recognize their needs, it's hard, Kate. I know when I watched it was so hard, but I'm like trying to do that slowly to see why they are yelling and screaming, what need is not met.
Yeah. Right.
So those things are very helpful. So I think they are benefiting with how I am applying the learnings from the CW to our day-to-day life. So
it's incredible though, because what you're really saying is that
yeah.
well, first of all, they needed you in a different way, and you just weren't available. And so, but the minute you did, they just sort of melted into you and said, like, and I love children because they're so good at expressing, like, oh, I didn't know how to tell you, but this is what I needed. And I like this. They're like reinforcing this behavior in you that they want more of, which is like magic. Yeah. And that empowers them. Like now they're empowered to understand what they need, but they also see in you someone who can go and have a very successful career, also see her dreams come true of getting her doctorate and all that goes into it, and be there for her husband in a way that is different. He has to be away, and like they're getting to see what it is to really be an empowered woman because you're showing them that. That's incredible. And then of course what you're getting in return is bike rides and walks and cuddles and just momming and all the goodness of it, which is amazing.
Yes, like, I agree.
Priceless.
I agree. Yes, that's priceless,
Well, and then your husband comes home to a whole different wife, which has got to be great because he's like, wow, I like this wife, I'm sure. Yeah.
He got enough from me. I had a lot of emotional elevators.
I'm sure.
But I feel that it's better, like that empathetic conversation coming, acknowledging where the other person is coming from. It helps a lot.
Yeah. Human behavior is amazing. Once we understand it, it's like, oh, I see what's going on around the world, and there's not as much friction.
Yes.
What a gift you've given yourself and your family.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I'm curious, was there anything else that you had tried? Because I think the traditional thing, like I know I had tried different types of calendar blocking and time management. I tried hard rules, like I will not work past 6 o'clock, which lasted for like 2 weeks. And then I was right back at, my laptop or whatever. But was there things that you had tried before that? Or did you just sort of go cold turkey into this?
I haven't actually, to tell you frankly, I did not. I used to say, okay, I will not do it, but I will not stick to it. I'll still be on my phone all the time, checking emails. So, I realized it started from time when I had a boss who was not that great. Mm-hmm. And was expecting too much from all of our, from her staff, that we should be on top. She will send like 7 o'clock an email that we want to produce the results by next day, 8 o'clock. So it was very tough. My first 2 years, she was let go because that it catched up with her. Like the leadership didn't like her way of, working and all. But I don't know. I think from that time onwards, it got stuck to me that I am always there. I couldn't just cut the cord and say that, hey, she's not there anymore. You need to move on and get balanced life. But no, I am like on top of everything, always checking emails, making sure that everybody who needs it, they have whatever they need from me. I was like, this was ridiculous. So I did not try formally anything. I thought that I can do it. Like I will manage it somehow. But that kept on going day after day. I never managed it. And it became years, So I struggled for a long time before I started, switching some of these behaviors.
I think it's got to stop. Oh, yeah. No, I get it. Well, and it sneaks up on you. It's just little things. It's like, oh, well, tomorrow I'll get a handle on it. Yes. Well, this weekend I'll get ahead. Well, we're always sort of pushing it down the road until it gets to you from, like you're saying, where you're just no longer fulfilled. And you're like, why am I doing this? I can't live this way any longer. Right. Oh my goodness. So what were some of the first results you saw? Was it pulling back hours? Was it the mental and emotional disconnection? Like, where did you start seeing a result right away?
So right away, it was pulling back hours. I think I realized that there is no urgency of what I'm doing. That was the first thing. I think I sat and I let myself out there. Why am I doing this? Like, there's no urgency. Right now, nobody is asking that email to be sent right away. It can wait overnight. Nothing will change in this, 12 hours. So I created boundary for myself. Yes, if you want to, if I close my laptop by 5 p.m., I'll say, okay, I know that you need this, but I will not work on it until my next work hour, which will be tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, right? So I made that conscious decision to, scale back my hours. And I used to sit 9 o'clock in the night and work till 11 p.m. to catch up so that my calendar is clear by next morning. So I don't have to spend too much time. But then I felt that, it's not needed. I can, do this work within that time. I don't have to put this additional, my personal time into it. And slowly, I started backing out from some of the meetings that I was attending. I went through my calendar. And I said, which I do not like. For me, it will be enough if I read the minutes from those meetings. If they need anything from me, they'll contact me. Yes. So I started, telling them, just keep me posted if you need. And then that 1 hour slot, 30-minute slot, I got extra to do something on my projects, right? So that's how I managed some of the time. So I got more time in the evening, and I said, okay, after 5 o'clock, I will not check, my phone until I'm ready to go to bed. I'll just check it and then just leave it like that. I don't have to act on it. So that was very helpful at the beginning. And the second thing that I I learned from CWE is that not everything is in your control. I was working on a very major project, which included three different locations within the enterprise. So this project was literally dumped on me, like, go figure it out. And it was like a hot potato. Nobody wants to take it. And here I am learning about all this new project. And then that project was not going well. And I used your phrase, actually. The way we are working is not working anymore. So I was able to very confidently speak this to my leadership group. And I said that this is just not working. It's not working. Earlier, I would not have been able to say, because if I say it's not working, it's my personal failure. Like, I couldn't fix it, right? I was so happy that I learned that don't take everything on yourself and just let it go. You don't have control over everything. Then I'll tell you, after 8 months, now I'm seeing the result of that conversation. Now they are giving some additional help and everything. So these were two of the things that, okay, let them fail and let them see the failure, and you be that person to show the mirror that, see, I have been telling you that this is not going to work. And this is how it can work. I was giving them the strategies too. And I was there, standby. And it slowly started failing. And then they had to come in, and I said, and they're calling me now to get advice. Hey, Purnima, what should I be doing now? So I was like, yes, this works.
This works. That's called being influential, ladies. For everyone out there listening, when you stop doing all the work and you start focusing on the process, you become influential. And now they're calling you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Drop the mic. That's it right there.
Yes. I'll tell you, it's a good learning. And for me, it's personally, it's a good step towards that leadership. It's okay to let the fail. I'm a perfectionist and I want everything to be perfect and succeed. And I learned that let go. Sometimes you can't hold everything. Maybe sometimes it may be my fault, but most of the time I'm trying my best. If my best is not good enough, let's see what else can be done about it.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing we see with, all of us women is we just want to get everything kind of neatly tied up in a bow. And as you increase in authority and in position, it's just chaos every day. I mean, that is what it is. It's just messy. It's just not going to be. And if we don't fail, we don't take risks, we're playing small. And then we're just, clinging to that spot. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you. What an amazing, just refinement, recalibration, this sense of upgrading that you've created for yourself in your life. Nothing has dramatically changed, but everything's dramatically changed. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with you. So it's like, ultimately, I'll tell you, Kate, you have to, nobody else will do it for you. You have to do it for yourself, right? I think that piece is so critical, that be vulnerable, be open to those, feelings and your beliefs, and, slice it and study what needs to be changed here, what is holding you back. And I think I learned that from CW. I hope I had learned that sooner, but I'm right here, right time. Yes.
Well, I think your huge grin says it all. And, and here you are about to launch on this amazing dream of getting your doctorate. And we just couldn't be so, happier for you, more proud of you, and just excited for your family, because now you get to enjoy the journey, and not wait, for decades to pass before you can enjoy your life. You get to live in it in the moment. Oh my goodness. So cool. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you,
I so appreciate your story. I know it's really going to resonate with so many women. And the butterfly effect, it just gets to continue. So best wishes to you.
Thank you, Kate. And I cannot thank you and your team enough for this program. It is actually, the time when I was looking at that Facebook ad, I was just browsing one day in the night, when I put my kids to bed, and here I am on the Facebook and scrolling through, and your ad comes through, and I just click, and I was like, oh my God, it was as if you were speaking to me directly. And and that was a week where I was reflecting whether I should pull off from doctorate. And it was like, no, let's do it. And that same night, I scheduled the call with Summer, and we had a great chat next day. And see, again, I was contemplating, should I do it or not do it? And but I said, okay, why not? I have never done anything for myself. I always put my family, my work in front. I have never in my 20 years of career given any substantial time or a monetary, I would say a good investment. I'm like, this is the time. Let me just do it. I can afford it. It won't cut my, bank balance so much. So it's okay. It's okay to try. If it works, it works. If not, it's a gift for myself.
Yeah. And I love that, because that's why we work so hard to begin with, so we can invest in things that affect the quality of our life. And one of the best investments we can make is in ourselves. And the other thing I love, Purnima, is that what is the saying? It's like, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I mean, that's where you were at, right? Like you were looking for what do I need to be doing here? Because the trade-off was ugly. I either continue this way and take on this doctorate, and God knows what that's going to do to me and my health and my family, or I have to give something up that's so precious to me. So what a gift. Yeah. Good for you. Just all the way around. I love that.
Thank you, Kate.
Well, we're so glad you did. Thanks for being courageous and, I don't know, clicking on the Facebook ad to begin with, because most of us don't do that. And scheduling the call and just having a chat to see where it goes. So it worked out beautifully. It just was meant to be.
Yes, I agree. 100%. Yes.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Thanks again for sharing. It means so much to us, and it means a lot, I know, to everyone out there who's going to have an opportunity to listen. And I want to continue to follow you and see where you go next. So
sure. I'll keep you posted.
Stay in touch. Awesome.
Yes, we will be in touch. Thank you so much, Kate. Thanks for all your team members. I appreciate it.
I will. I'll pass it on. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.